one question I got at almost every single parent-teacher conference was, how can I help my child become a better reader? My answer was always simple: read. But for some families, that's not always an easy thing to do. As teachers, we are great at reading books aloud and talking with students about the characters and what's going on in the story, but that can be challenging for someone who's not a teacher. So that's why I created At Home Read Alouds. These are simple guides that you can send home with students to help their families read along with them at night. Today, I want to share with you how to use them in your classroom and why I think they are important and beneficial for all of your students. And make sure you stick around to the end because I do have a free set of at-home read-alouds that you can download. But first, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Sara, and I love to share book ideas and read-aloud tips on this channel that you can take into your classroom right away. If that sounds like something you're interested in, give this video a thumbs up and hit that red subscribe button down below so you don't miss a video. So today, we're going to chat about at-home read-alouds. As I mentioned before, they're very simple guides that you can send home with students. They are specific to a book and they will help families engage in the book with their child. So they look like this. They are 2 pages, but they can be easily printed front to back. They can be printed in color or in black and white, depending on what you have available to you. What I like to do is print it out on heavier cardstock front to back in color and then laminate them so that they can be used over and over again with different students in my class. But let's talk about what it looks like. So up here at the top, number 1 says read it. This gives just a brief summary of the book, and then I send home the book with students. And I get books really cheap. I have a video that I'll link right here that shows how to get books for super cheap. I usually get them for 25 cents. So I don't mind sending these books home because if they don't come back, it's okay. But check out that video because I give you lots of ways to get books for cheap for your classroom. I send the book home with the Read Aloud guide. So on the guide it says step number 1, read it. It gives a summary of the book and it encourages families to read the book aloud together. Then step number 2 is chat about it. And I give questions to use before, during, and after the story that parents and families can ask their child as they go through the book together. Each one is specific to the book. So this book is My Friend is Sad. And up here in the corner, I have the title of the book so you know which book it goes along with. And these questions down here are specific to this book. So that makes the conversation that much easier for families to have with their child. Step number 3 is experience it. In this section, I've provided different activities, again, specific to the book that it's going home with. I've provided different activity ideas that families can do with their child. This usually includes writing or drawing, something to go along with the story and their reaction to the story. And then step number 4, down at the bottom, is expand upon it. In this section, we have more hands-on, engaging activities that families can do all together. This gets the whole family involved in something that's connected to the book, whether it's going to the library to check out more books by this author, or it might be if it's a book about nature. It encourages them to go outside and go on a scavenger hunt looking for rocks or leaves or flowers. But it really gets the whole family involved in the reading process. It brings the book to life for everyone that's reading it, and it helps them learn more about the topic or the theme or the author or even the characters in the book if it's a book series. So that's how simple this is, just 4 steps, and I encourage families to read the book and have the discussion. That I think is the most important part. And then the steps number 3 and 4 on the back, the experience it and expand upon it, is just some extra things that might be fun, gives them some extra ideas to go along with the book. So these book guides can be sent home in a variety of different ways, depending on what works best for your classroom and the books that you have. So you can Send them home in a pocket folder. If it's a thin paperback book, you put the At Home Read Aloud on one side and the book on the other. That makes it easy for students to just slip right into their backpacks and take home and bring back the next day or in a few days. And if it has these, I don't even know what these are called, the brads in the middle, you can even put this right in there, hole punch it right in, and that makes it easy for students to access and read with their families. You could also use these zip pouches, which I love using. They're a little bit more protection than a folder and a little bit bigger. So in this one, I have the At Home Read Aloud. And then this is actually, it's a smaller book, but it is a hardcover book that fit right in that zipper pouch. And I'll leave links to all of these in the description box down below so that you can grab any of them that you want to use in your classroom. Or if it's a larger book, you could use these book bag pouches, and they Velcro shut. And inside, you can pull out the book as well as the book guide. You could even label the front of it with the book title to make it easier for you to see which book you're sending home. So for example, this is a larger hardcover book, and I have the At Home Read Aloud guide to go along with it. And as I mentioned before, I usually print the At Home Read Aloud guide on cardstock, and then I laminate it so that it's durable, and that way families don't have to worry if something spills on it, but you can reuse it again and again with different students, and you don't have to continue reprinting them. So each of these At Home Read Aloud guides come as a set, and each set will focus on an author or a topic. And you can choose to send home just one book and one At Home Read Aloud guide with your student, or you can send home a whole set at once, and that way they have a variety to choose from. Again, do what works best for your class. And in this video, I have shared a lot of Mo Willems books. If you've noticed, we have some Elephant and Piggy books, we had Knuffle Bunny, and that is the free set that I have for you to download. So in the description box down below, there is a link to download the whole set of Mo Willems At Home Read Alouds. So that way you can try it out and see if it's something that will work in your classroom. I know that these will be helpful for you in your classroom. Other teachers have shared that parents love how easy it is to use at home, and it really helps them out when they're not really sure how to focus on comprehension when reading a book aloud with their child. And it really helps them incorporate a family read aloud routine at home every night. I will leave a link in the description box down below where you can grab all of the At Home Read Alouds so that you can use them in your classroom this year to help your students and families read aloud together at home and truly enjoy books every night. Because I know how important it is for students to be reading not only in school but at home as well. And if this video was helpful for you, make sure you give it a thumbs up and then hit that red subscribe button down below so that you don't miss a video. Have a great week.